Good morning and welcome to Ask Pastor Deb Recovery Cafe. Oh, what a beautiful morning it is. It's April 28th, 2020. And today I just wanted to reflect back on the time when I discovered that I was an alcoholic, or I accepted that I was an alcoholic. I'll never forget the day I had been going through binge drinking and blackouts and things due to what I was going through at that time. My mother had dementia, and it was literally driving me out of my mind. And so, although I had stopped drinking for approximately 10 years, I went to my go-to thing when life got me down, or the depression that I was suffering with really took a toll on my life. Anxiety had taken over, and I didn't know any other way but to drown my sorrows in this thing called alcohol. Yeah, alcohol is a thing to me. So I remember when I had a car accident, and I had to face the fact that, what is really wrong with me? What's going on? And I had hit rock bottom. And you know what? I wanted to be finished with hitting rock and bottom. I had, been doing it quite often. So it was time for me to stop hitting rock bottom. I was tired of hitting rock bottom. I wanted to get rid of whatever the pain that I had and whatever was causing me to, just take the bottle and just drink it and just drown my sorrows all inside of that little bottle. So fast forward to landing in the emergency room a day after the accident and realizing that, hey, it took someone to say, Miss House, you've been here this year multiple times in the emergency room with the issue of, you keep saying that, you're having an anxiety attack, you're doing this, you're doing that, can't breathe, la la la, woe it's me. Miss House, you're a drunk. She said that to me, and I was like, huh? How dare you call me a drunk? And mind you, I was a minister, pastor. Yeah, it's Pastor Deb back again in the emergency room, crying and complaining that, the world is on top of my head. I can't handle it. This anxiety that I'm going through is too much. I'm overwhelmed with anxiety. No, Miss House, Pastor Deb, you are a drunk. You need to take care of your alcoholism problem, and then maybe someone can help you. And it hit me. I was cold. I was ready to commit suicide. How dare someone tell me that I am a drunk? I've been drinking all of my life since the age of 14. And, no one has ever said that you were a drunk. You are an alcoholic. You need to stop. Your life is going to be over if you don't stop. So once I faced that, I consider it, they locked me up. So see, this lockdown is nothing compared to some of the lockdowns that I've had in my past. And so they locked me up for 5 days in the on the behavioral health floor. And I was able to spend 5 days with absolutely nothing that I liked, nothing that I wanted, but one of the best things about being on lockdown then was the fact that I was able to concentrate only on me. And that was the best thing that ever happened to me. I was talking to psychologists, and I was talking to different type of doctors, and even a liver specialist that let me know, if you don't stop, you're not going to live. And so I wound up being assigned to a treatment program out in the area that I had moved to, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. It was basic outpatient treatment along with the long-term outpatient treatment. And when I tell you, being with other people that were just like me, other people that were, trying to make excuses for the things that we had did in our lives as it pertains to being alcoholics, narcotic users, chemical users, just flat out depression, people who had depression and anxiety and dealt with that, people who had mental illness. We were able to get to the bottom of our addiction issues. And there were so many, it was so many different type of addictions that were placed in one room on a daily basis. And we were able to discuss our issues and actually help each other out as much as we possibly could with the guidance of our facilitators, sponsors, whatever you want to call them, directors, teachers, friends. That's what I called mine. He turned out to be one of my best friends, and he helped me get on the right path. He helped me. He actually led me back to Jesus, who really is my higher power. He led me back to the things that I knew in Christ. And so I just wanted to share that with you this morning. It's April 28th. We are still in this crisis called coronavirus, COVID-19 pandemic. And I'm still sober. I'm doing whatever it takes to remain sober. This would have been a perfect excuse for me to drink, because I could have said, oh, I'm all by myself. I moved down to Georgia and my family is in Illinois. Oh my God, what am I supposed to do? I'm by myself. But it's just the opposite. I'm taking it with stride. I have online classes that I'm doing with people because I want everybody to be okay. We don't have to take that drink. We don't have to go backwards. We know what it's like to be in the unknown in a pandemic, when we, are in those dark holes that we have spent a lot of our times in the past. And so I'm saying we, people in recovery, people in the alcoholic community, people in the drug community, you guys know what I'm saying. We know what it's like. And so my advice to each of you is just to sit back, relax, get into your whatever books you read to, bring you back into life. It's the big book, whatever you choose to read. You have the big book. I use the Bible. That's my big book. I use I have these little prayer books that I read. I go back. I have a whole pamphlet, packet full of pamphlets and about addiction. I read that. I go on Sober Nation. I go on their Zoom. I just do a lot of things to keep me from going back or allowing that trigger to snatch me back up into that lost bottle of sorrow. And I never want to see it again. So I want everybody to have a great day. Thank you for listening. I'm trying to do more on my podcast, but I've been working. I'm an essential worker. And so it's taking a lot of my time, but do this for me today. Go in the mirror, go look in the mirror, look at yourself and say, oh my God, you made it, and you can continue to make it. You don't need that thing that will set you back so far back, and you have to crawl your way back out of that hole again. Don't nobody got time for that. So love on yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are. Tell yourself that you are a survivor and you can do it. Please do whatever it takes to remain sober. Everybody have a great day.